Welcome everyone to a recap video on my last video I created discussing to you on reality in its fullest and reality on in its entirety. But what exactly did I mean by telling you reality in its fullest or reality in its entirety? What I meant here is to tell you that reality, if we are, say, fictional or realistic. So, what one are we? You see, if there's higher multiversal beings than us, are we fictional? Because those beings who are watching us, we might be fictional to those beings. So, are we actually fictional at the end of the day? At the end of the day, are we just fictional beings in a sort somehow? This is what I'm telling you. Are we fictional at the end of the day? Because there's higher beings who watch us on a TV screen. And actually, no, we are not fictional. For example, let's use this dice as an example, okay? This dice here has got sides. Let's represent side 12 to be the most realistic side, and side 1 to be the most fictional side. And I realize side 1 and side 12 are almost the opposite of each other. They are almost the opposite. So side 1 and side 12. Side 12 is watching side 11 like a fictional universe, side 11 is watching side 10 as a fictional universe, and side 10 is watching side 9 as a fictional universe, and so on up to side 1. And side 1 doesn't understand fiction because side 1 is the most fictional one. It doesn't understand fiction. Doesn't matter. This is part of reality. This dice is reality in its whole. Doesn't matter where on the dice you are. Doesn't matter. Okay. Doesn't matter where on the dice you are, guys, you see. Doesn't matter exactly where you are on the dice. Side 1, side 2 is part of reality, you see. This is just what will happen if there's a higher reality. If there is a higher fiction reality. In fact, just to tell you guys that fiction cannot be... fiction really actually doesn't really exist. I mean, it might not be really... It's fictional, you see. Fiction is fiction, you see. Fiction is the total opposite of reality. And let me tell you why fiction can be part of reality as you see it right now. Let me tell you why. Consider a piece of drawing. Fictional, right? But the thing that is made in that drawing is real. The elements, the particles, all the atoms that you've drawn around it is real. Consider a picture on a computer, a cartoon picture. The way that the lights are positioned to make that picture is real. The positioning of the lights and the lamps of the lights, of the lamps, of the creating the lamps and everything put together is real. The elements to make that cartoony picture seem cartoonish is real. The elements are real. This is why fiction might be real, because the elements that are used for that, create that, are actually real. You see. So what exactly do I mean? For example, for something to be truly fictional, it mustn't be created as part of reality. It must be separate from reality, you see. For something to be fictional, it must be separate from reality, you see. If it's like saying this dice can create another something of itself, it's still part of itself, you know. Doesn't matter where in the dice you are part of the dice. This dice represents reality. This is the full reality. You could be on the most cartoon reality, you could be the most realistic reality. Reality is reality. And I'm purposely making this recap for you so we can continue on and get the lightning much better. You see, much better lightning right now, as you can see from the other video. So, this is exactly what it is, guys, you see, or it will be, you see. Think about the sitcom. Now, the sitcom, you could come to the most real high in the sitcom. You can fly up to the top of the sitcom, finally find reality. It doesn't matter. You were in reality when you were even at the bottom of the sitcom. You know, in the most fictional, you were still part of reality. Fiction, in that case, is part of reality. Repeat, fiction, in that case, is part of reality. More realistic than us, than we can comprehend, is part of the same exact reality. Just like different sides are the same of the dice. Same dice, you see. When you admire a dice, you're not just admiring a single side. No, you admire the whole dice. You know, you count all the sides, and you basically what you do, you don't just say count the sides, but you look at the biggest number to see how much sides there are, you see. That's what you do. That's what I do, for example. So I don't need to count one. I don't need to count like, okay, see, where is it? I don't need to count 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. You see, I don't need to count that. I can just see side 1, and I can just see the biggest side. I can know how much sides there are, you see. I now know that there's 12 sides of the dice because I just look for the biggest number. I just look for the largest number on the dice, and that's it. That's the dice. That's how much sides it's got, you know. It's the largest number there, you know. So that's simple, unless there's an error. Obviously not. Hopefully not for this one. No, there's 12 sides only. So unless there was a 13th side, I've not realised. No, I don't think there is a 13th side. There is actually 12 sides. Definitely 12 sides on this dice. And when you admire a dice, you know, dice equals reality. Part of the dice is slice of that reality. We are living in a slice of the reality. If there is a higher reality than us, fiction is also part of reality. Because what is used to create those images is part of reality. Fiction is part of reality. Images are part of reality. The way for something to be truly fictional is just actually, fiction by itself is just actually incomprehensible. Because what you're doing to have that fiction is that, first of all, for reality creates fiction. Therefore, fiction is part of reality, because reality creates fiction. I'm not saying what is part in the fiction is reality. No, I'm not saying, like, say, I can draw a character that can fly. That doesn't mean that we can fly. No. I'm not, if I draw, let's say, if I draw I draw the ocean, and then inside from the ocean there's coming a gigantic shark that is the size of an entire ship. That doesn't mean that type of shark exists, you see. I create fiction from my imagination. However, what I'm using to create the fiction is part of reality itself. That's the purpose, you see. That's the purpose. You see, so at the end of the day, we are full reality. You see, we are reality. If there's a high reality, we just don't see reality as a whole. Maybe fiction is part of reality. Maybe fiction, maybe all that is part of reality. Maybe we're just not seeing reality in its fullest. Right now, what I'm seeing is not reality in its fullest. How does reality in its fullest even look like? How can I comprehend reality in its fullest? Is it more beautiful? Is it more peaceful in a way? Is it more beautiful, more peaceful? Is it making you feel like you're not trapped anyway? You feel free in that position? Is that what that is? Despite that reality isn't whole, you know, you could live on the top reality. If you're not seeing the lower reality, you're not really seeing reality as a whole. If there is a beginning and an end, of course, let's say there's the lowest point of reality and the highest point of reality, most fictional, most realistic. If you are in the most realistic reality and you're thinking that you're all real, well, no, you're not. And you are, unless you are also seeing the fiction along with it, and the most fiction, you see. So you could even be the very top, but as long as you see all the rest. So you could, this means that side 12 is the most realistic side and the most realistic reality. But side 12 isn't just going to stay on side 12. The residents of side 12 to see reality aren't just looking at side 12. No, the residents of side 12 are looking at all the dice. Side 1, side 6, side 5, and all the other sides along with side 12. Just to see the full reality. See? So that's the truth. You see, that's the definition you see right here. And I'm actually using this video to solve the problem for if we are fiction, because many people believe that if there's higher more diversity than us, we are just fictional at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, guys, we are fictional. Why? Because we are like on a TV screen. But no, as I explained to you guys, side 11, side 10 is part of reality. You see, that if we are the higher, more diverse reality, we are part of reality. They are part of the same reality, you see? Because it's connected, you see? It's like saying you have the dice has all 12 sides, you see? Anyways, let's see what number it rolls. Okay, let's see, guys. If I'm going to guess the number... Okay, I'm going to guess the number 6. What number do you roll? Leave a comment down below right now, guys. Okay, if you want to only, but leave a comment if you want to decide right now before you watch to see which side I'm going to roll. And I don't know either. I'm going to guess the number 6. If you guess the number 6 as well and you're both right, that would be amazing. Maybe we're both not right, because it can literally 1 in 12. So come on, number 6. Oh, number 9. Number 9. See you later, guys.